Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first ever Shlockpod. Shlockpod or Shlockcast?
Well,
I like Shlockcast.
Yeah, I like Shlockcast.
I've been saying Shlock. Why did I say Shlockpod now?
Because you're thinking of podcast.
I was thinking of Yogpod.
Yogpod? What's a Yogpod?
It's the Yogscast, Yogspod. It's their podcast to the Yogscast.
See, I don't know the Yogs.
Yogscast.
I feel like I'm talking about a family. I don't know the Yogs.
Whatever,
I'm
man.
Mike.
Oh, yeah. So much for introductions. I'm Ted.
Yeah.
He's our guest.
New to the family, Professor Theodore Planticus.
All right.
Today's topic: next-gen consoles.
Whoa.
Oh, snap.
All right. I actually saw a video yesterday about rumors that the Wii U was going to be released in November already.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And
Yeah.
even when they first originally announced the Wii U at, I believe, summer's E3,
Yeah.
they said that it was supposed to be released sometime this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really quick.
It is really quick, and it's. Do you know like the hardware stuff behind it? Like, is it?
I don't
is
know.
it up to par with like 360?
I know that they're finally Nintendo's breaking into the HD finally,
Yeah,
which is good. I don't know the actual specs of the system itself.
Right.
I was reading up, like, I'm not sure how valid these are, but like people were already, giving specs and stuff at last E3, and they were saying like it's better. I'm not sure by what margin, but it's like better than what 360 is right now. So
Yeah, I heard it's better, but I heard it's not much better.
yeah.
Me.
That's
Which,
what it's sounding like.
and when Xbox was made 7 years ago, and so it's using hardware from 7 years ago. So if it's just a little above that, then it's probably hardware from like.
Well, I mean, hell, they're already just
5
now
years ago.
breaking into HD, so
Yeah,
I mean,
really.
they're still a little bit behind. What I'm curious about and kind of disappointed about, on paper anyway, is the controllers. The controllers bother me already.
Yeah.
I personally hate already playing on tablets and touchscreens, even though I know that that's not the whole controller. But I mean, who wants to hold a 10-inch?
It's really fucking big.
Who wants to hold a 10-inch controller?
What the hell?
Yeah.
it's all consuming.
Yeah, but I mean,
I heard from people that were actually using it and stuff that it's way like it feels good, like when you hold it, like it doesn't feel cumbersome or anything.
Okay.
But it's also like gonna be about how they implement the controllers.
Yes.
Like if there's a lot of touchscreen stuff, because what I've been seeing, like it was just speculations and stuff, but for like if they're gonna put a Zelda game on there, it would just be for like your inventory and stuff, which I think is a lot easier.
Still pretty cool, because then you don't have to fumble through all the menus and stuff like that. So I mean, there's cool features, but from what I understand, I guess only each console can. That's what I'm looking for.
Two?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
You
it can
only
only
have
connect
two.
with 2 controllers.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, granted, most multiplayer stuff is online nowadays, but I mean, if you're doing stuff with your family, you might want more than 2 controllers to play.
Do you suppose they're tweaking their online stuff?
Well,
I would
from what I
imagine they
heard,
would.
they're completely reworking the online Nintendo store.
Yeah.
Good.
And just their whole online system, which is good. I mean,
It was
No more friend codes.
pretty shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I never use it. Like
I've never hooked my Wii
even
up to
for like
internet.
Mario Kart and like Super Smash Bros. I'm just like I don't want to touch it. It's terrible.
What do you guys think about? I haven't heard anything myself or read anything, but do you think that the Wii U will have backwards compatibility?
I think it will. I'm not sure how far back, but
All the way.
yeah.
Gonna play.
Well,
It can
'cause
play
what I heard-
cartridges.
What I'm wondering is like about
Particularly Space Wars.
But honestly though, if it did have backwards compatibility all the way to like Super Nintendo, that would be badass.
Well, I mean,
would
Wouldn't
totally
it?
get
Oh man. that'd be so cool.
I mean, it kind of does with the Virtual Console. I know that's like not even the same. But what I'm curious about is like since I've bought a bunch of like stuff that's on the Wii, like like old games and stuff, like is that going to transfer over, or am I just, like shit out of luck and have to buy it all over again?
I mean, hopefully they'll transfer over because I mean, with how the PSN works anyway, when you buy something and download something, it's pretty much in your PSN account. So let's say you accidentally delete it, or you had to get a new PlayStation. When you hook up your PlayStation network account with that PlayStation, you can go back to your basically your kind of like archive. It's kind of like a Steam type thing, and you can just re-download it.
I mean, that's easy enough when you have like an actual account.
Yeah.
But you don't have an account like when you use the Wii stuff. It's like it saves to your system, and
see, I don't personally have a Wii. I had a Wii for like 2 months and played Twilight Princess and got rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you go on and you know, I mean, it doesn't link to your like Club Nintendo account, which is something that I have, but you know, it's like you go on, it just loads everything up, and you get like a big like archive of stuff that you can pick from, and then it just downloads onto your. I mean, you can download to an SD card, I guess, but you know, it's
if you really want to.
If you want, I mean, if I wanted to play like fucking, I don't know.
Well, maybe that's something that they're going to address at this year's E3.
Yeah,
and hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, last E3 they focused a lot on the 3DS, and I think this year they're going to focus a lot more on the Wii U. So.
Okay. All right. What's one other thing with the new systems? Yes. Okay. Both Xbox 720 and what they're calling the PlayStation Orbis.
Orbis?
Yes. You didn't know that? That's what
I didn't know that.
That's currently what they're calling it. We don't know if it's a code name or if it's what they're actually going to go with.
Stick with 720 for Xbox.
Well, hell, I mean, I wish that Nintendo went with the Revolution instead of the Wii.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they stuck with that, the Wii U. Like it's not even.
Which stands for Utopia.
Oh
yeah. But apparently, with these new systems, the 720 and the Orbis, the rumor is anyway that they won't be doing, like there's going to be a pro. What are you doing? there's not going to be compatibility with used games.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Personally, I think it's complete bullshit.
I think it's bullshit too. I think that would just be a fucking pain in the ass to even like put in. You know.
Well, it's not only that; it's just a terrible marketing move.
It is
because, I mean. You do that in these stores like GameStop, and I don't know if Play and Trade is big, but where I live, there's a Play and Trade, which is essentially the same thing. And yeah, I live in the ghetto.
Indiana, farm town. Game.
Shut up. But these companies, they won't want to hold those systems anymore because they kind of base their store around used games, you know, trading and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's where they make them.
So, I mean, it's just
also like I don't know about you guys, but for me that would totally like make me really apprehensive to even buy a game because if it's like unless it's something that I really know that I want to own or will be really good, I'm gonna be like, well, I don't want to risk it, you know.
Well, what if, because they're saying everything's going to be digital distribution. They're going to have discs and digital for everything. What if the digital version is like $40 instead of $60 new? Would you be as apprehensive?
I would not.
I would still be a little apprehensive just because, I mean, right now I'm a broke-ass college student that can barely afford to get to school.
I would be more inclined to get like if it's one of those games, I would be more inclined to get the downloaded one because it's cheaper.
Well, what I think that a lot of companies need to start doing, and I mean, I don't know if it costs them more money to do this or something, because a lot actually don't, is just have a demo.
Yeah, really.
Because I mean, there's so many games that I want to try a demo for, and there's just no available demo.
Yeah, right.
Which is extremely upsetting. There's also one thing that I think companies should start doing as well, and that's when you play a demo and you have like all this, you know, saved file on your computer, your Xbox, whatever, is that information should, you know, go over to the game when you buy it, if you buy it. Because like when the Mass Effect 3 demo was out, I had like level like 127, you know, N7 rating, all this kind of stuff, and it was all for naught because
I don't know why they would.
But I don't know. Just thoughts.
Yeah, it's crazy. When you talk about E3, you know the one thing that I'm looking forward to at E3 that I really hope is there? Sony Title Fight.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, isn't that like the coolest thing?
Yes.
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh.
Absolutely.
For our lovely viewers at home, Sony Title Fight is like Sony's answer Super Smash Brothers. So you get all the Sony
PlayStation characters.
Which is going to be crazy. I mean,
I know, like
Crash Bandicoot and like Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank all going up against each other. That'd be sick.
And then you know what's going to happen after that? A crossover.
Oh shit!
That'll be fucking sweet.
I never even considered it.
Oh god.
Usually I'm the one to do that.
Yeah, man, they got like Kratos and Sweet Tooth, and there's Raddick from Killzone, and Nathan Drake, and there's the Rapper, and I hear Ratchet and Clank, and Jack Daxter.
I'm curious as to if Snake will make an appearance since he was in.
Probably.
Excuse me. In the last, wasn't he in the last Super Smash?
Yeah. Because the guy who was making him just really wanted it. He wanted him in for Melee, but he couldn't get him in. So
does Sony own the IP for Metal Gear, or is
I'm
that
not
Kojima?
positive because originally the first Metal Gear game was for Nintendo Entertainment System or Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Right.
And then I guess whatever company was making the games went over to Sony or something like that.
But like Crash Bandicoot can't be in because Sony doesn't own the IP.
Oh, they don't own that anymore?
No, Universal does.
Well, that's extremely disappointing.
I know.
Because that'd be awesome
That would
having
be
Crash
cool.
Bandicoot up against Kratos and kicking Kratos' ass.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. You ever play Medieval?
No.
Oh man, yeah, you never played it.
Yeah.
I played. It was kind
I don't play games.
Well, obviously you did. I don't play games. I don't know why I'm here. I'm just here to look pretty and get chicks.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Everything I've said up to this point has just been bullshit.
Just pulling out of your
I
ass.
pulled out of my ass.
What's some other things we can talk about with the next gen consoles, though?
God damn, there was a whole list of stuff that's going on with those. I forget.
Well, again, another thing from what I understand is that they're not going to be backwards compatible yet again.
Oh, yeah.
Which
I don't understand why you do that.
Table flip. I mean, I assume it's something with the specs and just putting too much into the hardware and things just not working together. I mean, I don't really know. I'm not a scientist, but
Or a marketer.
yes. And plus, they have to reformat the game software, which is what they have to do with the stuff that's on the PSN that was on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 and PSP. Because actually, recently I switched over a game save from Xenogears on my PlayStation 3 to my PSP, so I can do something on the train instead of sleep. And when I switched it over, it said the PlayStation asked me, do you want to change it over to PSP format so that you can blah blah blah? And I'm like, well, duh.
Well, yeah.
So I mean, some of it's that, and
I
heard,
you could do that. That's pretty fucking chill.
yeah, you could you can put whole games onto your PSP if it's compatible with it.
Yeah, man.
And that's what your saves over, which is awesome because I did not want to play all the way through that stuff again because Xenogears is like Metal Gear Solid with crazy long fucking cutscenes, but in Xenogears it's all text, and I'm just sitting there reading. I'm like, where's the save point? Where's the save point?
I got off the train. I got to stop playing.
I fall asleep with it in my hands. I wake up, it's dead. Lose all that progress. Shit.
Yeah, someone said it's not backwards compatible because Sony started doing where you could buy PS2 games over the network and
yeah, most of them are like the HD collections of the biggest games. One of the most recent ones to come out, I believe, is Ratchet and Clank collection, the HD collection of that, which is awesome, and I want to get so bad.
Yeah.
But you know how they do the PS1 classics and stuff like that. Maybe they'll do PS3 classics. And
Probably.
So you just have to, if you want to play these games, you have to buy them.
I think that's what
over the network.
Nintendo has over those other two companies is because since they've been going so long, and they were actually around when cartridges switched to discs. Like, they can have it be backwards compatible, and at the same time still have a library of games to that you can still download. Like, they even have like, I don't know how, but they have like they have like Sega stuff and like Neo Geo and like all these companies that aren't Nintendo, but they still have them available for like some, not all of them.
Yeah.
Like, they still have them available.
One thing I honestly really want to see Nintendo do is break free from the cold and horrible, but yet also wonderful grips of Mario, Zelda, and our dear Samus from Metroid.
Yeah.
I say the same thing.
Because, I mean, I love those games. Obviously grew up with them. We all did. The generation before us did. But I want to see them do more, because, I mean...
No, I totally get... it's not like I want them to stop making the games. It's just
exactly.
I want, like, to have newer...
To expand their horizons. Because with their creative minds, they could do so much.
Yeah.
So much more. Which is why I'm interested in why... I always forget his name. Guy who actually did Mario. And
Miyamoto.
Thank you. Yes, Miyamoto. I'm interested to see what he does with his new position, because he pretty much stepped down from where he was to help other developers and start, I guess, on his own little project or something like that.
Because, I mean, Miyamoto, like, back in NES, like, he did so much is ridiculous. And, it's like him being kind of a mentor to these up-and-coming game developers and designers is like, I can't wait to see like what people come up with. So,
It's so cool.
Yeah, it'll be insane.
Where do you guys?
Like, I was gonna say, cause like, I was just thinking in my head, it's like, well, Mario's not, that design intensive and stuff, but like, back in the day when no one was really doing it, I mean, these games sent so much convention. Like, we wouldn't have like anything if Miyamoto wasn't around doing stuff.
Yeah.
He's like our Frank Sinatra.
I know.
We wouldn't have any of the music we had today if it wasn't for Frankie.
Exactly.
And other artists. I just like Frank Sinatra.
Thanks, Miyamoto.
Anyway, you were gonna say.
Yeah, I was like, where do you guys think motion control? Like, because I know like Wii U is not like, you're not gonna be like shaking the tablet around and shit, but I mean they're starting to draw away from it. Like, they're making it more like a kind of virtual kind of reality with the tablet. Like, because I know like demos and stuff, you had the tablet, but then it's like, you have the TV, but like if you move the tablet, it's like it's like you're in the TV.
Oh yeah, and
like,
you're looking
like
in the game world,
like in the game world, like behind you and like to the side of you and stuff. I don't know, like what I'm trying. Like Wii is, they're still gonna have like stuff that you do shit, but it's like, I don't know, like if the Kinect and the what's it called, Move, if they're gonna like.
Well, Sony's pretty much almost dropped the Move for the most part.
Yeah, because PlayStation's like,
basically,
if this doesn't work out, we're fucking.
Well, I mean, it's not even PlayStation that does that. It's just Sony. If they have a product that doesn't do well, they pretty much just drop it. It's like
PSP.
This is wonderful right now, and then it doesn't sell, and they're like, this is wonderful.
Should we develop it? No, just something new.
It's a tough subject. I mean,
because right now the Kinect, basically, all the Kinect is used for is to tack on like extra shit to games that you really don't.
Yeah,
even
because
need in the first place.
technology isn't great enough to actually do something that, like the new Star Wars game that's coming out for it. I don't think it's gonna do that well.
Did you?
No, I haven't played it yet.
I think it'll do well commercially.
Yes, but
of course. But
I
was watching people play it. It looks like really.
looks like
annoying
ass.
Yeah, it looks like ass. I mean, why would you want to?
Not because it's like it's before they can really like once they are able to like definitively like track your skeletal structure. Like, they can make shit like that be awesome.
Yeah, so you could actually be like
because it's like one-to-one
like
shit,
how you actually
it's
really
not like,
want to, not
it's
like,
not like, oh, well, your arm's like here, so it kind of like is getting blocked and it doesn't know where your arm is, so it just goes like.
There are times like with my Kinect, I do have a Kinect because I want to check it out and I want to check out the development kit for it eventually, and like I was just doing something. And I turned on my Xbox and like it, it does its whole tracking thing, and it's like trying to find where I am. And I was doing something, like holding something, and apparently, according to it, my hand was here, and then my other hand was here.
Oh Jesus!
And I'm like,
That's so dumb.
okay.
Hello, everybody.
But, how you doing? But the coolest thing, there's people outside now. The coolest thing though with the Kinect is that I've seen anyway was those guys in the UK who made the Battlefield 3 simulator. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was awesome.
Where he's on
yes.
like the track. Why don't you describe to the lovely people at home?
Oh God. Okay. Essentially, what these guys in UK did, they put this giant, like basically trackpad down on the floor made of these kind of like a little piston type things, I guess, or cylinders, whatever. And then the player stood in the middle of it and had a infrared gun, and then in a 360-degree view, there is basically 6 or 5 projectors, and just projector screen, and wherever you're looking is where like the screen pops up, and essentially you play Battlefield with it, and your gun is the movement and the controls and all that kind of stuff, and well, not the movement, sorry, the view and the shooting, and then the controls to move is like the trackpad, so you would actually walk around, and wherever you get shot from, you get shot with a paintball gun, which is awesome. It sucked immensely. But, I mean, there was a lot of issues with it when they first built it, and then they got it up. But I mean, check it out. It's on YouTube. Battlefield 3 simulator, and you should find it's like a 20-minute episode of them like collecting all these specialists and everything. It's really cool, and it just shows what the next step might possibly be for motion control.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that would be badass to have in my fucking house.
That would be badass.
Yes, maybe not the paintballs. I mean, I don't want to shoot my mom's like picture on like the mantle or something.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to stand up and do shit.
Yeah, I kind of do though. I mean,
it depends on the game.
It does depend on the game.
I mean,
because Battlefield is an extremely intense game when you start getting into it. I mean, there's explosions all around, and I've got my basically surround sound headphones right here, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm like dodging while buildings are crumbling on top of me and everything. Yeah. It depends on the game. Like if you're playing something like Journey or Limbo,
that's not something you want to like stand up and have to like actually walk around and do shit. But I mean, like I love like the first Kinect game I played, like the first real Kinect game that I played was like Dance Central. Mm-hmm. I love that game. I think it's.
I've honestly never played it, but I'm afraid of dancing.
I think it's so fun. Like
honestly, I love Kinect Adventures.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I played that. I played that, and I played the sports one. That's basically it. Like for all the Kinect games that I played, I'm not even sure. Like
everything that they're doing right now is on rails, and I don't think we want to really return to the on rails era of arcade games.
Yeah.
There's one being developed, and it's like I forget what it's called. It's like, but you're in like a mech, kind of, and so.
I've heard of this. Yeah.
You have the Kinect, and you play with the controller. You move the mech and stuff, but then there's like a bunch of additional functionality. It's like a flight simulator almost, but with a mech. So like you're with the controller, you do stuff with the controller, but then you can go out and like grab and pull, and that does like that does a boost, and then you can flick lights on and off.
That's kind of cool.
You can pull down the periscope, and then it's your view, and there's just all these levers and knobs and stuff.
That sounds cool, but I want to see it in action before. Like I'm like, oh my god, I want this.
I want everything.
I haven't seen it played, but I heard about it. Someone described it.
Seems pretty cool.
It sounds really cool.
If that works, as it's supposed to, I mean, I would totally fucking get that.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Like you have gunners on the top, and someone's like manually reloading shells into it, and they can get shot off, and if they die, you have to like open up the hatch and actually like load in shells for them. Otherwise, you can't shoot.
That's crazy.
Holy shit!
Like if that actually works, that would be awesome, and I'd probably.
It makes me want to Kinect.
That reminds me.
I really want an Xbox and a Kinect.
That reminds me of
you
like.
Come over and pay mine.
Of like, have you guys ever been to like big like arcade things where they have like virtual reality like games like that? Because I was I was in one where it was like you're on the moon or something, and you have like you have 2 people driving, and then you have like 2 people shooting, and like, you know, everybody has their own like specific role, and you're all like working together to do it. It's like that seems like something that it's like that could be like multiplayer and like everybody
that kind of game. Yeah, that'd be cool with like Connect. That would be really badass.
If it were, you know.
Yeah.
Because I know like really only tracking 2 people, but.
Well, I mean, that could be an online functionality even.
Yeah.
No.
Are there like online?
Not with. Oh no, there is. No, with Adventures, there is Connect Adventures.
Is it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
One thing that does bother me about Connect, though, I understand, is just its limitations on the space. Because it's in my bedroom, and like I have to friggin' move my futon across the room so I can play.
Oh Jesus!
I mean, you are really limited to where you can stick this thing.
I mean, but they do, I believe, have that attachment now that actually increases that space.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you guys have heard of that yet, I can't remember what it's called, but I believe it does have an attachment now that probably costs as much as it does. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Have you guys played Double Fine Happy Action Theater? For Connect?
What is that?
It's Double Fine made it. It's just a collection of not really mini games. It's just stupid stuff to do for Connect. It's like you pick one and it's like a little virtual city and you just go and you knock it down.
So basically, you're Godzilla.
Yeah, and there's one where like it takes pictures of you with depth, and like it takes a picture and then that picture stays on screen, and then you can move around and kind of
like
do crazy stuff. You can like shake your own hand because it holds the picture, and then it takes another picture, and then you have the old picture and the new picture still there, and you can still kind of fuck around with it. I can't even describe it. And then there's one where like the floor turns to lava, and you just kind of splash around the lava.
Seems like it would be.
Oh, there goes my hand.
Seems like that would be.
I guess it'd be
something
more like
fun for like half an hour.
Yeah.
Let's play Double Fine.
Or if you're
Yeah.
like, for those, you know, certain guys who take certain substances out there, that'd be hours of entertainment.
Yeah,
Of course.
seriously.
It's more of a party thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Like you just set up a party and just have
Just
people
kind of like Dance Central too.
poke around with it.
You know,
Yeah, I wouldn't
play that alone.
I don't even
He plays it all the time.
I don't even know the game.
It's my favorite game.
I play it naked.
I wouldn't want to play the Connect naked because it takes pictures of you and can post them online.
On
does-
Facebook, yeah.
Yeah. For those who didn't know.
That would be the saddest thing ever. You just see like somebody's like tagging a album of like naked pictures while they're playing Connect.
They're sitting there
They're
doing
just,
like the Captain
jumping
Morgan
and,
pose, like, yeah.
This is
Jumping.
It was bound to get weird eventually. I was trying to censor myself.
Did a good job.
I don't know. What else is there? I mean, all I really know about the next gen consoles is just the whole, you know, backwards compatibility thing and the used games thing. There hasn't really been too much, at least the 720 and the Orbis.
You think Microsoft's going to try to break into the handheld
No.
ever?
No.
You know, there was rumors about that like a year or so ago, but I can't see them doing it.
No.
Really. I mean, their games are a little too. Most of them anyway are, you know, more for hardcore gamers, and
Well, even if they weren't, who would go to mobile when iPad and Android and all
Not
that
mobile,
crap?
handheld.
Handheld.
Like,
yeah,
Either way,
3DS and stuff.
people don't want to play, you know, fucking Halo on the go. They want to play, you know, Angry Birds on the go. They want something small,
stupid and
dumb
simple and small. Yeah.
Yeah, people don't want to carry around, you know, their phone and then their fucking game thing. They just want one thing.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think they're ever gonna find.
Which, I mean, is where, you know, this whole social gaming thing comes in, which I hate that title, social gaming, because I'm sorry, but sitting here playing Angry Birds is not social.
And then tell people you play.
I got a high score, guys. I got all the golden eggs.
Big social.
Plus, I hate Angry Birds.
Have you played Angry Birds in Space?
No, I'd rather hang myself.
Play it. It's out already.
Yeah.
Man, it's on my.
I'll break your phone. Don't break it out.
Let's play Angry Birds Space right here.
Okay.
All my.
We got to the
All my
high
apps.
level.
You win. Or whatever menu. That sounded more like a Furby.
That was really good.
Thank you. But no, like I just hate that title social gaming. Like even Farmville, that's not social.
Any Facebook game is kind of works on the same kind of formula. There's
Yeah.
no actual gameplay. It's just do shit,
Point, click.
and then you
Do shit,
and then you
wait.
have to wait. Then you have to wait for
Or
more
pay,
shit to happen,
or
or you can
or-
pay actual money to go to absolutely nothing.
Yes.
Me.
Kind of lost what we were talking about for a second. Oh yeah, social or mobile phone
It
We were
gaming.
talking about anything.
It was all a dream.
We were talking
Dad.
literally about nothing. Nothing is a
So
beautiful
how could
thing.
there be nothing? Is nothing something?
No.
Mind
It's
blown.
nothing.
Mind blown. It's hurting. It's
Why
hurting.
would you think that nothing is something?
Well,
It's
then
dumb.
what would be if? But
Yeah,
nothing.
but
I don't know. I can't even
Just
talk.
because you give a name to it doesn't make it actually something. You're just describing the nothingness.
All right, that makes sense.
Yes.
You win this time.
But I'm honestly curious to see where mobile phone gaming goes because from what I understand you can play Minecraft on your phone now too,
Yep.
which
That's pretty crazy.
yeah, because Minecraft is pretty fucking big. Man,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yep.
That's his response to. I don't want to really talk about it.
Oh, what?
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yep.
Are you going to E3?
This year?
Yeah.
I want to, but I'm not gonna be able to afford it.
Was John? Was not you, John? The other John? Was he saying like the school provides?
The school will
someone
provide
says the
tickets,
school
but I
pays for it.
believe that the sign up has already passed.
They advertised that?
Not really. Because like the guy who
It's
took
like
care of it
secret?
was Fuentes, and he left.
Oh.
So I don't really even know who's taking care of it now. I believe McCabe is.
Mm.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd be like, hey, like, come to E3.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't
Well,
have
they
the
don't want
money
to just
to pay for the
for all
flight
the
and the
1,000
hotel.
tickets.
There's like not even 1,000.
Yes.
There's like
Everyone.
a quarter of that.
Yeah, I know.
At least in our grade.
Yeah.
But no, I'm definitely gonna hit up E3 and GDC and all that next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like without a doubt. Because
I need like a
got
job.
Yeah, I can't wait to like.
Are you guys gonna go to that intern thing?
Yeah, I'm
next-
gonna do that.
next-
I'm going to it. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna get one.
They may or may
Well,
not.
I mean, I'm
pay
not
you.
gonna be able to because I'm gonna be in summer classes anyway. So
But those aren't, entire weeks. It's just
That's
2
true.
days.
It's
a
2
week.
days, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
What would those would those be like QA jobs or?
probably,
Uh,
which honestly I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't
I was
mind
talking
either.
to Career Sir. They say it depends on your what you want to do. So they might give you like I don't know art jobs if you want, or
There's a hole forming in my pants.
oh, why don't you stand up and show
Okay.
show the nice people at home.
That's like some right there, I think. Me. I don't know. There's people walking out in the halls. What the fuck? He's tickling his balls. It feels so good.
So is this herpes or genital warts? Ah, okay.
Oh,
Thankfully curable.
Thank God.
Did they get back to you about your game?
What?
Like publishing it?
No, I have a meeting with Nick Wednesday.
Like a real one?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
He's trying to get
Murder Room on
the making money.
the webs.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. I'm jealous.
We'll have something on Shlockness about it soon.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully after Wednesday.
Hopefully.
I don't know. Throughout the summer, I definitely want to get people together and work on a game.
Yeah.
Just some kind of stupid, platformer or something.
Yeah.
I don't really know what yet. Still working out that.
Totally.
You guys totally aren't going to be involved, though. Fuck you guys.
Well, John, if
Not
John
you-
wants to do something, he doesn't need anybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck that.
Jackass.
You guys gonna play Xenoblade Chronicles?
What is it? Oh, yes.
I want to.
Yes, I am.
Are you
Is
actually
it-
gonna
is
get
that
it?
Wii only?
I'm getting it.
Dude,
Is that
So
Wii
you guys can suck my balls.
Really want to do that anyway.
we could do
Afterwards.
Okay.
We could do Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles.
Okay.
It would be
if we
a million episodes.
Yeah, seriously. Nobody's gonna. That's gonna be something that we have to just release all the time while we have other stuff.
Just every
because
day.
that's gonna be like
there has to be
it's gonna be over 100
It's
parts
just all-
easily. Especially since
all
we have no
consuming
fucking clue what we're doing.
Xenoblade Chronicles. It's for the nice people. It was released in Japan and Europe, and it's just it's a classical JRPG, and it looks pretty cool.
Sequel.
Is
to,
it a sequel?
Yeah, to Xenogears.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's in the same
Well,
series.
fuck, I want to play it now.
Yep.
Crazy.
Too bad.
Is it-
Get a week.
Comes full
Damn it.
circle.
Now I have to get a Wii. Well, I want to get a Wii again anyway, so I can play Skyward Sword.
Yeah, that's
I
a
want to
good
play
game
that
too.
Let's play Skyward Sword.
Why are you promising all this stuff?
I'm not promising that.
He's suggesting.
I'm pitching ideas.
You decide.
I should do one of the Uncharted's.
You could.
We were gonna
I got
do
all
that.
3.
They're so good.
Did you try the Vita one?
No, I don't have a Vita.
Because I heard it sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
The controls is like.
Well, controls are weird with the whole
I
like
don't
touch
get,
screen.
like if any of you guys own a Vita or whatever, like I don't see the appeal. Like I really.
I don't know.
I-
Like, there's some of the
I
features that
see-
are pretty cool, like the whole augmented reality thing and having like one-on-one fights in augmented reality. That's pretty badass, I think.
Yeah. I just don't like the way the control scheme's set up. Like you have like a touchpad on the bottom of the
That's
thing,
what I don't like,
and you're
'cause, I mean,
like,
I'm gonna be
and then
like-
you have to be like going like this and shit. It's like that's dumb. Like, and that's like a main. That's like a
One of the key
That's like
features,
that's a game mechanic that they use in the Uncharted game. Like
Yeah.
I think that
Well,
that's
you,
how
you
you
don't
like
even have to
that's
use
like-
it from the bottom. You can use it on the actual screen itself too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
'Cause
like,
both are
I just
touchscreens.
hope that you could actually turn off that
Some.
back one because I mean,
Yeah, what if
I've
you're
got
playing and
long,
you're like-
big fingers
yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
gonna fumble and hit something.
There's so many buttons on that thing.
A lot
it's
of
ridiculous.
I guess a lot of games is like specific spots you use it, so you're not like touching all the time. Some you could turn it off.
But I mean, to each his own, because
Yeah,
sure.
you were talking about those guys that were playing Kid Icarus on the 3DS, and after what, like half hour, they're like, my wrists.
Yeah, it was,
and I'm playing for 5 hours straight, and I don't have a
Yeah.
problem. So,
Yeah, exactly.
and you have an option to turn it off anyways. But I
I
mean,
don't know. What I don't like about the whole features with the Uncharted game is that, like, let's say you're climbing, like, I'm climbing right here or something, and,
Mhm.
like, the path is, like, here. You could drag your finger there, and he just does it
and he
himself.
does it. Yeah, that's
I mean,
somebody was
that's-
telling me that
I mean,
that's what it was.
Yeah, it's like, well, why even bother?
Yeah, because
If they
if I
just
could
do
do
it
that,
themselves, then it doesn't even matter.
you may as well watch the cinematic.
Couldn't do it.
Which, I mean, those games are pretty already cinematic full
And it's like
as
they,
it is.
Yeah.
the hardware, you can't do like the big like the train sequence in 2 or any of the really big cool stuff. So it's just kind of like,
That shit was
It's like
It's just kinda like jumping and
Uncharted
shooting.
without.
and
the-
then occasionally you touch stuff, and it's kind of
I like touching
like
stuff.
you get Elena and you just boop, 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 and you go in the back and you grab her ass.
Isn't this supposed to be like a prequel to or something? The Golden
Yeah, it's a
Abyss?
prequel.
I know nothing
I
about
don't know. It's a cool idea, but I feel like it's milk.
that. Well, hopefully it
That's
does.
how milk comes out.
Hopefully it does well enough for Sony to be like, yeah, we can stick with this instead of just being like, well, not a lot of people bought it, so
Let's
fuck
try
it."
again.
So let's do something else.
All right, guys, we're gonna spend
The usual
$80
Sony
more
thing.
billion dollars.
It's not
to
doing
do-
that good.
Next
Next thing.
Here's the ball. Oh, you dropped it.
That's good.
Tony Sanders.
What's he doing?
In Game Studio. Someone was doing something and they didn't do it or something.
I think I was there for that, wasn't I?
Yeah, I think you were.
Yeah, it was Riley, wasn't it? Was it Riley?
I don't think it was Riley. I think it was
Okay.
someone else.
No, it was
You
Henry.
got the ball?
It was Henry.
You
Good drop.
It was Henry because
So
Henry
dumb.
was supposed to, like, you know, make sure everything was okay with, you know, the people who were under him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he thought, oh, here's the ball.
Oh.
So I kind of wanted to keep it.
Oh, all we're doing is talk about school.
Yeah, I know, now anyway.
Whatever, who cares?
Who caring?
I shouldn't.
Who caring? Who caring?
Who cares?
Are you caring? I am not caring.
I don't care.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Did you watch any of our Shadow Colossus stuff?
I watched like
Yes.
I watched
You
all
like
of them.
I watched
They're
every single one.
amazing.
They're all great.
I'm up to date on every Schlock Bros.
Yeah. There's 3.
Thank you.
But I mean, I kind of want to do like what we were talking about at the end of during the credits of Shadow of the Colossus.
Schlocko of the
Schlockos Colossus
Schlockossus.
Bros. Like
Schlockossus.
probably like next time we can talk more about like what makes a game engaging and like the environment, like
The
example
environment,
like
the
Journey
characters.
is like really
I want to play that so bad.
like really it's inviting, like even though like all you're basically doing is you're just flying, you know, you're just walking,
Jumping
you're just
around,
walking and jumping.
it's a
You're,
platform,
like,
right?
not doing anything. I don't even know like even that much about it. Like I think you're just like walking to a mountain.
Yeah, I guess that's basically it. I haven't played. I gotta play it. Is it still $15?
I don't know.
Do you think it would go up?
Because I think it was $15 for the spring sale thing, but that's over now.
I don't know.
I can't imagine it being that
I wouldn't
much
think
more.
so. It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's not that.
Game.
It's only on PlayStation.
Really?
So you guys have Journey and I have Xenoblade.
But I want Xenoblade.
I can get through it. But I
Fuck.
believe.
You do have a Wii.
I'm gonna steal one of your Wii's though.
I only have one.
That's okay. I know like one Wii.
Oh,
You-
I thought you were talking to me.
You being plural.
All 7 of your
I
Wii's.
was like, what?
Yes. Your Wii's shall be mine.
And I told you this. I got my N64 and my Genesis back, so we can let's play some old stuff too.
Nice.
Mario Party. You down for Mario Party?
Dude, hell yeah.
That would be fun.
Let's play Mario Party.
Let's play Mario Party.
We could do it this weekend if we're recording this weekend.
We could. I'm not. Since it's Easter, like I'm not sure, like, because I'm not sure if my grandparents are back from Puerto Rico yet. So if they are, then we'll be. Yeah, my grandma's Puerto Rican,
Oh.
and like my great grandma is like really like
Really
my grandma.
Puerto
And
Rican.
my
She's
gran-
really
like,
Puerto
she
Rican.
doesn't. She doesn't really speak that much English.
Uh-huh.
So, but she's also like 101. So, like they'll take her
Damn.
down. They'll take her down back to Puerto Rico, like sometimes.
Gotcha.
Just to visit, like her old house and stuff, because she has to live with my grandma because she's 101. But
Yeah.
so they went down recently, and I'm not sure if they're back yet. But if they are, then maybe not around. To record. But
Well, I gotta catch up on homework this weekend anyway because my computer had a virus. So, if you guys were good with me.
But we will definitely be doing. I'd say definitely after I just said like I'm not sure, but
At some point.
Definitely at some point in the future.
we'll be doing that and
Maybe next week.
But yeah, I think we should like if we're gonna be doing like a bunch of like we could release multiple stuff at the same time. Like we could do like an RPG where we're releasing that, and we can do like our I say main stuff, but it's not like medium size. And then we have like a retro or like a party
Like cycle through or something.
Yeah.
Like retro, RPG, action, platform, retro, RPG, action, platform.
Or I was just like saying like just release them all at the same time.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Like because the
3 things.
RPG is like is gonna
Take a
be a
while.
lot longer. So it's like if people are
Should do
if
Final
peop-
Fantasy 7.
yeah, if people are like if people are watching, they're like, oh, I don't
So
like
bad.
this. I like it when they do like Mario Party or something. They don't have to wait like 200 parts or something like
For
that
us to-
for us
be finished
to
with,
go to
yeah.
like a Mario Party. So.
Yeah, we certainly could.
And
Exactly.
it'll get through quests a lot faster if we have any. But I mean, like, you were like, let's do this, let's do that, and it's like we're doing one thing at a time now. So
Yeah, exactly. It's so much, and our schedules are so bad. So bad. I don't know why we just don't live together. Then we record
all the time.
all the time.
Let's get an apartment.
Let's do it.
Something.
All right.
Late summer, I'm looking for roomies.
Okay.
All right. We'll look into it. We'll discuss this another time.
Next time.
All
right.
That was.
I think
that was pretty good. Shlockcast.
Yeah.
First Shlockcast.
Let us know what you guys think too, because if you don't like it, then we'll keep making them.
If you
Drop
don't like
the
the
ball.
addition, deal with it.
Yeah. But yeah, so you guys can even, if you guys want us to talk about, you guys can suggest topics that you want us to talk about, or even questions. Like we can answer questions too on the Shlockcast. So let us know in comments or YouTube message or whatever. So, well,
You heard the man.
this has been Shlockcast.
Peace out.
It's a pleasure meeting you all.
Bye.
Now hold it.